Hey everybody, welcome back to Challenged Athletes Live. My name is Bob Babbitt, and today three generations are joining us. Jen Marmino and Logan Seitz and Pop Pop Bob Ellis. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Good.
It's not often we can catch all three of you not running. What the heck? You're sitting down for a little bit.
It's raining today.
So we've got our August 22nd. We got our community running event coming up on Charged. And when you guys did this together just a couple months ago, how fun was that for the three of you guys to run together?
It was really fun. It was cool to hear and run along with everybody.
It was so nice because we're used to running a lot of races like 5Ks and half marathons, and this year everything stopped, and having the hookups with the phone and everything, and hearing you guys talk, it was just great.
It turned our boring 5K route into a lot more fun.
Okay, so who's the fastest, Logan, of the three of you?
Probably me.
Oh, is Logan faster than Pop Pop now?
Yes, he is.
He burned us,
We have to update his bio.
That's right.
I was going to say, because Pop Pop, you were sort of dominating there for a while.
Yeah, we're so happy when he burned us. Now we
So-
got the border to beat us.
Yep. I'm still the slowest.
So Jen, talk a little bit about when Logan was born and you realized that obviously he was going to be missing his leg. And as a mom, finding that, it's a totally new world, finding other amputees and other amputee moms. Talk just a little bit about just going through that process.
Well, when he was born, we actually didn't know he was missing his leg until he was born, so it was a bit of a shock. He was born with amniotic band syndrome, but they didn't catch it because I didn't have a lot of ultrasounds, so it was, discovered when he was born. It was hard in the beginning because being an athlete myself, the first thoughts I had was, oh, how is he going to play this or, be involved in this sport? And I had no clue. And it took a few years to find you guys, but with a lot of research and whatnot, we found you through the Amputee Coalition's conference in Kentucky. That's where we met the CAF staff at one of the OSA running clinics. That was in 2017.
17, yeah.
When I drove through the night to get him to Kentucky after 3 canceled flights. But he had yet to meet any other amputees at that point, really, especially children. That's where he met his best buddy, Reed. But yeah, it was a journey. It was hard at first, but finding the support through you guys, it's changed all of our lives.
And for you, Logan, when you got your running foot from OSA, I think it was 2018, how cool was that?
It was amazing. It was really cool. Now I could run faster and yeah.
How about you and Reed? Who's faster?
I don't really know.
It's a while.
Yeah.
So coming out to San Diego Triathlon Challenge for the first time with Jen and you and Logan, because a lot of times we hear that someone like Logan might be the only amputee in his city and not really see other folks dealing with a challenge like that. Then all of a sudden you come to San Diego and there's prosthetic legs laying everywhere. What did that weekend do for you guys?
It was a thrill for me because I came out with them.
Yeah.
Just watching those kids interact with each other. It was a thrill for me to run with Logan in that little race they did. But, going to dinner and seeing the kids, how they go up and get their food with the one little boy, Chase.
Yep.
Yes.
Funny Chase.
It's like, there's nothing different about me. We can do it. It's just, you got to see it to believe it. It's just, it was thrilling for me.
Yeah, it was incredible. I was told by some of the other moms before we had made our first trip that it's just going to be an experience of a lifetime. And it was. Like you said, with prosthetics laying all around, that was one of the things they told me. They said, wait till you're at the pool and you just are tripping over prosthetic legs because the kids are hopping all over the place. And that's exactly what it was. But like I said in one of the videos with CAF, he no longer is the different one. Yeah. He gets to be like every other kid. And you mentioned with his running blade, he actually has turned his running blade into a baseball running blade. He is now playing travel baseball in his blade instead of his other prosthetic. So, and it has changed his game like you wouldn't believe.
Tell me about that, Logan. How's it change your game?
Well, I just have like so much more
Maneuvering.
Yeah, like an ability to because I play second base and there's so much more that I can do there, and I feel so much faster. I feel more confident at the plate. It's cool.
So, Logan, talk a little bit about, you're a second baseman, so you've got to cover plays where the ball's hit over second base, and then you've got to be nimble enough to get back if the ball's hit between you and the first baseman. Talk a little bit about that.
What was the difference between
the legs, the couple legs?
Well, I'm faster on the blade. There's a lot more maneuver.
You can cut.
I can, yeah. It's a lot easier and faster for me. I can backpedal easier. It's changed it a lot.
So do the other kids, when they see your OSA running foot, do they whoa, what the heck is that?
So every time I get on to first base, all you see is all of the kids on the field looking at my leg.
Yeah.
Is that one of those things when you were younger, it was hard because you're thinking people are staring at you all the time, but now it's hey,
now
what makes it cool?
Yeah, now I think it's cool that people are noticing. I'm a lot more confident too.
I was reading somewhere that you hit a double with your was that one? Is that one of the best moments playing baseball?
First game in your blade.
Yeah, that was my first game in my blade.
And the manager's like, "You're wearing this blade from now on."
That's exactly what they said.
Now, Logan, I think you guys have raised, the last I checked, you were, what, $1,100 or something for the CAF Community Challenge? You guys are on a roll.
We're trying.
So talk a little bit about your training. What do you guys do? Do you run together all the time? Do you run separately?
Well, right now, with him being in baseball 5 days a week, he runs with us. He did just do his first 5:30 a.m. run with my dad and I. Normally, we don't wake him up that early, but he was determined to run, especially now that we started the community challenge. We do most of our runs on the weekends with Logan around his baseball schedule.
Jen and I are trying to do 3 5Ks a week, schedule permitting, just to keep a level, of conditioning in. But, because all the races around here have been canceled. But we do have one coming up for
Labor Day.
Labor Day. It's
That's a 5K.
It's a 5K, yeah.
Logan, do you see yourself as someone who's going to run in high school and potentially, like a Hunter Woodhall, go to run in college too?
That is one of my goals, yeah.
You want to run in high school and college. Now, how long did it take you before you finally beat Pop in one of these little 5Ks?
3 years?
No, 2. Last summer.
Oh, yeah, 2 years.
So Pop, talk a little bit about, watching your grandson and realizing he was going to be missing a leg and watching this transformation from a kid missing a leg to an athlete.
Well, I knew my daughter, like she said, when she was in the hospital, my kid's not going to be held back. He's going to do everything. And I would always work with him, as he grew up. We would take walks with his little prosthetic, and we would go further and further and further. And then with baseball, you always could throw the ball straight. So I knew it was going to be great. And I guess he saw us running too. He said, I want to do that too. And we saw he had a natural ability there. So, and he's proven it. Great times, 28 minutes for a 5K.
What? 28 minutes for 5K? What are you going to Olympics next week?
27:38.
27:38 was his best.
So not 28. It's 20. You call that, Logan, you call that 27 and change. You don't say 28, right? That's 27 and change. That's great. What are your guys' goals as a team for a community challenge?
Just to keep running, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to keep running and keep raising money for CAF because of all they've done for us. We want CAF to have a successful year, despite the current conditions with the pandemic. But yeah, we just love running together. I mean, there's not many, like for me, I don't have many friends that can say they're still out there running with their dad. And he trained me last year for my first half marathon. So we won't mention his age, but yeah.
77.
There you go. He can
Bob, have you always been a runner?
Yeah, I've been running since high school, my sophomore year. And then you had to run for wrestling too. So, and then when we moved to Medford in 1978, just a perfect place to run. So then I got into the races and the marathons and all that stuff.
Jen, did you think he was crazy back then? Because there weren't a lot of people running at that time. Did you have the crazy dad who was always running?
He was always running, and the funny thing is I hated running. I was a soccer player. I played soccer for 30 years, and in, 2018, I had to have a major foot surgery, so I had to stop playing soccer, and that's when I kind of really started running with him because I had to do something. And, and then we had Logan with us as well, and so it's been great to have him train me, and that's why I am still the slowest one. But, maybe when he's 80, I'll beat him, but we'll see.
This would have been the year. But,
this would have been the year, yeah.
So the community run is coming up August 22nd, and you guys all three of you will be out there.
Yes, absolutely.
And what is CAF? I love seeing you guys in 3 different color CAF shirts. Logan, what has CAF meant to you?
What has it meant to you, he said?
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. I think that's perfect. And you know what? We think you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for everything you do to make CAF great, because we want to make sure that next Logan, that next kid who doesn't know who we are, finds out who we are, and they'll be playing against you in a baseball tournament. And it's going to be fun. They'll come in you'll be coming in the second base, and there'll be a second baseman who's missing a leg too. Yeah. You guys will be high-fiving each other going, see, we can do anything we want to do.
Right?
Love it.
For everything you do.
Yes, thank you.
Just amazing.
This has been Challenged Athletes Live. Thank you so much, you guys, and we'll see you out there on the 22nd.
All right, bye.
Bye.